right? So we use what's called the time phase budget. So determining budget involves looking at all the costs associated with each activity and the time that it's going to happen. So this is potentially direct and indirect costs. So we'll look at, for example, weeks and costs in the thousands. So as you can see, the project wasn't too much starting week one. As we went further into the project, costs go up, right? So our star would be our total allocated budget. So here we are, slightly less than 100,000 on this particular project. This is an allocated project by week. We want to look at it. Oftentimes, many projects have draws. So if you're building something, they're going to say in the first week, you're going to get 10,000. Then after you've finished framing, you'll get 30,000. Then, have you seen that, anyone? So you typically do it in phases. They don't pay you up front, usually. And in a lot of projects, you get a very small amount. Maybe it's called a retainer, a very small amount. And then you have to bill it once upon completion and you turn over the goods. That's why we have to make sure we do a good job, because we don't want to invest a year in a project and they go, this is just junk. So you risk your reputation and your company. So executing the project. So perform the work, monitor and control the progress, and control changes. So again, through all the phases, initiating, planning, performing, closing, we're making sure that the work is being done. We are monitoring and controlling the progress. Monitoring and controlling means that you're responsible for the project. If she's publishing something and she's depending on people to publish it, do you think she's going to wait till the very end? You're going to see what people are doing, right? If you've got articles.
No, we charge, they pay full page, half page advertisement.
There you go.
My full page $20,000, $10,000.
Okay.
Company brand.
So you guys aren't writing the article.
We have a writing editorial actually.
Okay.
When we have a full page advertisement, we
Yeah.
give complimentary editorial.
Okay, very cool. And then you want to monitor and check the progress. So if I'm building a house, I'm not going to trust. Not trust is not the right word. I need to personally be responsible. If I'm in charge of it, I need to go walk it. I need to see it. I need to make sure, because if I talk to the customer and they say, "How is it going?" It's going great. I want to say it with confidence, right? I want to make sure, and if there's changes, which will happen, in anything now there's going to be changes, right? Within buildings there's changes. You order a car and you go, oh shoot, I should have gotten the camera system or whatever. Or in some cases, some people need radar detectors. Stakeholder engagement, we talked about stakeholders. So who are the stakeholders? Customers, the sponsor, the project, the team, the subs, the suppliers, organizations, groups. Support or adversarial, they want to be kept informed because of the potential impact, people that have skin in the game. So those are our stakeholders. What to create, so stakeholder register. So stakeholder register is literally a documentation of who's all involved in this project and what is their role in the project, okay? So sometimes you may have government entities, those can be a stakeholder. What's their role? Their role is inspecting. We've got administrators, we've got students, whatever it is, right? We've got so many different stakeholders if we're talking about a project in the college. So what do we want to include? Key contact information, role of the person, their interests, their expectations, any known issues. It could be that one of the stakeholders he's got a short temper, he's a perfectionist, but we make a note, he's got a temper. So when we talk to him, we want to be ginger. You have to be careful how you document those things, but when you talk to your clients, you need to know your clients, and you don't want to say something to make them go, you don't want to fly off the handles. Areas of potential influence, perhaps. What do we mean by areas of potential influence? Anyone? Think about it. If you have a customer, what might an area of potential influence be? I'm building a building and the son of the CEO is pretty involved. I would use the son to say, hey, how are we doing? Is your dad enjoying this project? He's a stakeholder. He's grooming to be the next president. He will be an area of potential influence. And then, of course, what to create as an issue log. Where did we have problems? What did we do wrong? What did they not like? We want to make sure we log our issues. That's super important. I think that's one thing that always needs to be notified. Global project management. So the global project management for me is one